When we are on the edge of relapse, temptation looks mighty good. We can even start justifying why this time it's okay. Hello, my friend. If you're new here, my name's Zach, and on this channel, we help Christian husbands live uncommon lives. And all of us men will have moments where we are weak, where our fleshly desire wants to boss us around. So in this video, we're going to cover 3 temptations, but the reality of the cost. So let's dive in. When we're tempted to relapse, we're tempted because it's easier. You know, as I was thinking about my life, I was thinking about one of the greatest things in my life physically is lifting weights and running. Both of those things bring me great joy when I'm done. See, before I'm like, who would go run? But I'm a long distance runner. I love it. But the first mile every single time is death. When I'm running out there till I get warmed up and get going and the blood's flowing, I'm like, what idiot runs? But on the other side, I'm so thankful I did. It's the same thing with lifting weights. I'm like, I'm too tired to do this. I've noticed the good things in our life, whether it's those physical things or spiritual ones, whether it's spending time reading the Word or doing these things. In those moments, we don't want to. We want the quick fix. And this is what makes pornography so dangerous, because it's the quick tempt of easy, whatever we have going on. And as a married man, we're made in relationship with our wife. But in those moments, sometimes we're like, well, that's too much trouble. So I'm going to do this easier thing. Or I want to relax. So I'm going to relax through alcohol. It doesn't matter what the different relapses are. We're constantly tempted by easier. The thing I've noticed about this, though, is that it's tempted with easier, but it ends up costing everything. See, I was so hooked on pornography because that tempt of ease and that tempt of escape, but it took everything. I mean, it took relationships. It changed my relationship with God. It cost me myself, pride in who I was. And anytime we're tempted to relapse, reminding ourselves of the cost of what we're about to do, we need to weigh the cost. See, those good things that are good for us, like running or reading the Word or spending time with friends, like those, sometimes the cost is high in the moment, but it gives you everything. Like, I don't have the energy to go run, but then I'm like, oh, it gives me energy back. I don't have the energy to read the Word, but it gives me life. See, the things we're tempted to relapse on seem easy, but the cost is so high. The next area we're tempted by is we're tempted by our fantasies and our desires. See, in that moment, we think we can have it all, but it's not reality. I've noticed that temptation is such a liar. See, no, we can't have it all. There's reality of a riverbank. And within the sexual relationship, that riverbank is marriage. Like, the scripture clearly tells us where that's okay and where it's not. And so you might be tempted by desire, but it's not reality. Reality is so much greater than our fantasies, because fantasies aren't real. And it's really easy to say that in that moment, but sometimes we can get so wrapped up in that these limits aren't good and fall for the lie. I mean, you can see this starting in our human origin, Adam and Eve. Where does the serpent come in? He's saying, hey, the limits that God placed on you aren't for your good. Eat the fruit God's withholding from you. And we can do the same thing when we're tempted to relapse, where we can think God's withholding. No, He's not withholding. The boundaries that He placed for you are for your good. Don't give in to that fake desire and fantasy. The next area we're tempted to escape. Like, whatever the thing that we're going to relapse on, that's what we're really going for. For escape, for a moment. See, in my life, when pornography was such a hold on my life, it was such a hold because my self-hatred was so high. I just wanted to escape it for a moment. I wanted to not be that shy kid for a moment. You know, and whatever the escape is that you're tempted to relapse, it becomes bondage. You know, for a moment in time, it was an escape for me, and it was bondage for years. And it took me years to start living a sober life, and now 14 years clean. But that was a hard-fought battle. And guess what? I'm still tempted to escape. I'm tempted to escape through chips and salsa, which I've talked about on this channel. Like, I have a hard day. What do? I want to auto-eat, or I'm going to escape through TV. Or you might be tempted to escape with alcohol. Or maybe for you it is pornography or work. You know, these things where we feel pain and we're tempted to escape becomes the bondages and chains on our life. See, I know these things can be super tempting. I know that easier looks better, desire looks better, and our wanting to escape looks better. But we just need to sit in the yuck with Jesus and allow His comfort to slowly do the work. Be with Him. Pray with Him. Even practice benevolent detachment and give your worries and cares to Him. And that's the path forward to healing. Not the addiction that will take everything from you.